Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Alright team, today we have some miscellaneous Wembanyama news. So today we're just going to go by post and talk about Victor Wembanyama for this whole video. And starting with this right here, shout out to Spurs culture for this post. Wemby is looking healthy and playing a contact sport. You love to see it. Now me, watching this video, watching him play soccer on this field, I have to bite my tongue a little bit. And it makes me a little bit scared because if something happens to Wemby, then something's happening to the Spurs next season. Brian Wright needs to call him up and tell him get off this field. I'm just kidding. I mean, he could do whatever he wants, but just seeing him playing a contact sport like Spurs culture said is huge because this must mean that he is cleared, because if he's out here on this soccer field, then that must mean that he can be playing basketball. Now, I know it is different playing like a pickup soccer game compared to competitive NBA basketball, but if he wasn't allowed to do this, then I'm sure he wouldn't. Wemby's a by the rule kind of guy, and so if he wasn't cleared, then I don't think he would be out here doing this. But from this post, I can only believe that he can actually start getting back to his basketball stuff and taking some contact. So let me know what y'all guys think down below in the comment section. Do y'all want him to stop playing soccer? Me, I personally do. As you can see, some of these comments, Pop will kick his if he did that here. He needs to sit down somewhere. And then this one right here, every big should learn to play a little soccer. The footwork learned in the process translates so well to hoops, and I kind of like it and agree from that aspect. Wemby has great hand-eye coordination, and he also has great footwork, and that's part of why he can do all the movements he can today. So I understand that he likes soccer, but it's just good to see him actually out here having a good time and playing a contact sport. Next, shout out to Jacob Toby for posting this from The Athletic. According to The Athletic, their anonymous players survey has Wemby as the face of the league 5 years from now. And you look at here, you got the votes, 138, and these are coming from players who are actually playing in the league today. It's anonymous, so it gets people to actually say what they think. But Wemby actually dominated this poll. He has 54% of the votes. Next up is Anthony Edwards at 13, Shea at 10%, Jason Tatum at 6.5. Then you have Luka, Paolo, Cade, and Ja Morant. And obviously, I'm a Spurs fan. I might be biased, but I agree with this completely. I think Wemby will be MVP, kind of like Jokic level at that point 5 years from now. Who knows how many MVPs he will win consecutively, because he is just like a selfless player. He reminds me of Tatum a little bit. Not so much like with the numbers, but he is willing to incorporate his team if that means that he's going to win. Now, if he has to dominate for his team to win, then that's what he's going to do. And I do think that he will be a little bit more dominant than Jason Tatum, maybe even a lot more dominant. But they kind of give me like similarities in that aspect. They're both selfless. But nonetheless, if Wemby stays healthy, there's no doubt in my mind that he will be the face of the league. Obviously, you are going to have a supporting cast like LeBron. He has Steph Curry. He had KD. A whole bunch of players like CP3, they helped support it. But the main face of the league was LeBron, and I think all these players down here will help support Victor Wembanyama. But ultimately, I think Victor Wembanyama will drive the marketing and all the entertainment NBA-wise, because he is just that good and he's that entertaining. He's the most entertaining basketball player in my opinion. And again, I might be biased. I'm a Spurs fan. But taking a look down here, you also have players like Scotty Barnes, Modest Buzelis. I mean, if Modest is on here, you might as well throw Steph Castle up there. Kevin Durant, which Kevin Durant will be like 42 or 3 at that point, so I do not think that will be accurate at all. Zachary Richardson, Shaden Sharp, and Zion Williamson. And obviously they're talking about his health down here. It ended his season mid-February, but I don't think health is going to be a problem throughout Wemby's career, because we all know that he takes care of himself, and this was just a freak accident. Like, nobody can control that. But everything left up to Victor Wembanyama's control will be taken care of, and so I believe that he will be the face of the league. And lastly, let's talk about our ethical hooper, Victor Wembanyama. Now, I will say that I do want to see him kind of move his way off this list a little bit. Actually, I wouldn't even say that, because you do need to be able to get buckets without free throws in the playoffs. So I don't want to see him move off this, but I do want to see his free throw attempts increase. As you can see, Shea has 600 and Victor Wembanyama only has 158. Now, we do know that Wemby feels that he don't get a fair whistle call, and I agree with that completely. Like, you've never reffed a 7'5" dude who's just like freakishly long and athletic. And so sometimes he's out there getting hacked or like pushed in the back and nobody is calling that. But I think with him becoming more of established star in this league, which I mean he already is, but just there's levels to it. Once he becomes that face of the league, he will be getting these type of calls, these Shea type of calls, and these Giannis type of calls, because Giannis does shoot a lot of free throws, but his play style kind of caters to that. But if we can get Wemby up to at least like 400 free throws next season, I would be very happy with that. And some of that has to do with his experience in the league. Obviously, he's going to learn a little bit more as he goes on, learning how to draw fouls. We've seen a little bit more of that this season, but he is going to need to take a jump. But just appreciating this stat, the ethical bucket getters, even without him getting the foul calls, we can see if you take away his free throws, he would still average around 21 points per game. And that is top 11 in the league. He is with some great company. You have Kevin Durant, Cade Cunningham, Lonzo Ball, Kyrie, Steph Curry, LeBron James. And this goes to show that he can get buckets regardless. Like any circumstances you put in front of him, he's getting those buckets. So although this is a great stat for Wemby, I do want to see him get some more free throws. And I know that is a point of emphasis in the Spurs facility. I know that's something that they are working on with Wemby, because all of the great scorers, they can get to the line. Say what you want about Shea, but whenever you need a bucket, you can count on him to get to the line. Say whatever you want about prime James Harden, but the fact that he could get to the line at any point in time, that is a skill set. And although you might not like it whenever you're playing against it, to have that on your team, it is very elite. And I'm pretty sure every team would want someone who could get to the line like Shea can. And so I think that is definitely going to be a part of Wemby's development, and I hope we can see him at the line more next season. Refs, start giving my boy a fair whistle. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this Wemby news or this Wemby filled video. Let me know what y'all guys think. Leave a like as always and subscribe to Spurs Spotlight. Until then, it has been your boy Chris. And hold on. Before we get out here, y'all follow me on X. I'm going to put the link in the comment section this time instead of putting the Spurs Spotlight Discord, because that's what I always put. I'm going to put the link to my Twitter or my X down below, and just go ahead and give me a follow, man. We dropped some bangers like this, and I actually made a tweet about this a couple of days ago. So if you want to get updates or just my thoughts on anything, y'all be sure to give me a follow, man. Until then, I will catch y'all later, and I'm out.